Well, we'll cover a few more things this morning. I just love the way the news comes out of Ukraine. Russia committed major war crimes. That's all you hear. You always hear about civilians being killed, civilians being killed, civilians being killed. 10,000 civilians killed in Mariupol. Killed and buried in mass graves. Man, tell you, that is nothing but stupid-ass garbage. Just typical garbage news out of Ukraine. And people need to check that out and try to get some of this news straight. Yeah, there's another dude I heard called Ned Price. He works for the State Department spokesman or something. Russia was defeated in Kyiv. Garbage. They weren't defeated. They just accomplished what they wanted to. And that keeps Kyiv, well, let's put it this way. It took that brave Zelensky and all of his mayors and top politicians out of the country. Then they left, and then all them lousy, crooked politicians went back to Kyiv. Ukraine is winning the war. Just more garbage. And another point is, first time in history that I can think of that one country, Russia, is fighting 90% of the countries in the world. God, at least 90% of them. Oh, poor little Russia. My God Almighty. Wonder how in the hell they're going to survive. Oh, well. And let's get back to Ukraine. It is one of the most, and has been, the most damn corrupt country in this world. Well, most countries are corrupt, but anyway. Man, money will buy anything in Ukraine. Money will buy anything. And hundreds of billions of of working people's money going to the warmongers of the world. Well, one thing about a war, it uses up all the old equipment, and warmongers can supply the world with all brand new weapons for hundreds of billions of dollars for the poor old hard-working people of the world. And then, what's that, two American top, oh God, I can't even remember their names, going to Kyiv, get their 5 minutes of fame, if they ever go. What the hell? But as Zelensky was telling the USA, man, don't come empty-handed. What he's saying is, bring that $500 million in cash so me and my buddies can profit good from all this. That's what he meant. And there was a thing I was trying to get through my head. You have to look at the country of Ukraine. Probably about 50% or more of the country and its people remind me of what our country in the South and the USA looked like in the late 40s and 50s. Nothing but rural, poor people. In most of that country, I doubt if there's 1 out of 100 people that actually own a car. I'm gonna have to do a little extra research, but that's the way I remember things. Granted, people do survive, but you would think with all the money that's going into Ukraine that a lot of it would be spent on its rural areas, but it's not. They're lucky if they get very much at all. Most of the infrastructure is all based on the big, large cities that's controlled by the crooked politicians, of course. But yeah, it still reminds me of the South, 40s, 50s, and actually a lot of areas in the South in our own country is still super poor. A lot of those areas just flat going to hell. And here we are spending all these hundreds of billions of dollars or billions of dollars on weapons. Oh, well, that'll be it for now until I can come up with something else. But can't believe all the hundreds of millions of people in the world putting up with this shit.